Look up. I have 422 friends, yet I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me. The problem I've sits in the space in between, looking into their eyes or at a name on a screen. I took a step back and opened my eyes. I look around and realize this media we call social is anything but. When we open our computers and it's our doors, we search. All this technology we have is just an illusion, community, companionship, a sense of inclusion. When you step away from this device of delusions, you awaken to see a world of confusion. A world where we slave to the technology we mastered, where information gets sold by some rich, greedy bastards. A world of self-interest, self-image, self-promotions. We sure we all share our best bits but leave out the emotions. We are at our most happy with an experience we share. But is it the same if no one is there? But therefore your friends and they'll be there too. But no one will be if a group message will do. We edit and exaggerate rap adulations. We pretend not to notice the social isolations. We put our words into our detail, our lips are glistening. We don't even know if anyone is listening. Being alone is not a problem, let me just emphasize. If you read a book, paint a picture, or do some exercise, you are being productive and present, not reserved and recluse. You are being awake and attentive and putting your time to good use. So when you are in public and you start to feel alone, put your hands behind your head. Step away from the phone. You don't need to stare at your menu or at contact list. Just talk to another. Learn to coexist. I can't stand to hear the silence of a busy commuter train when no one wants to talk for the fear of looking incense. We are becoming unsocial. It no longer satisfies to engage with one another and look into someone's eyes. We are surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. It's not very likely you will make the world's greatest dad if you can entertain a child without using iPod. When I was a child, I'd never be home. I'd be out with my friends on our big sweater. I'd wear house in my trance and grace up my knees. Or build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now the park is so quiet, it gives me a chill. See no children outside and swings hanging still. There is no skipping, no hopscotch, no carts and no steeple. We are generations of idiots, smartphones and dumb people. So look up your phone, shut down the display, take in your surroundings, make the most of today. Just one real connection is all it can take to show you the difference the being there can make. Be there in the moment as he gives you the look that you remember forever as when we love overtook. The time he first held your hand or kissed your lips. The time you first disagreed but still love her to bits. The time you don't have to tell hundreds of what you have just done because you want to share this moment with just this one. The time you sell your computer so you can buy a ring for the girl of your dreams who is now the real thing. The time you want to start a family and the moment when you first hold your little girl and get to fall in love again. The time she keeps you up at night and all you want is rest. At the time you wipe away the tears as your baby flees in the nest. The time your baby girl returns with a boy for you to hold. And the time he calls you granddad and makes you feel real old. The time you take in all you have met when you are giving live attentions. And how you are real glad you didn't was it's by looking down at some inventions. The time you hold your wife's hand, sit down beside her bed, you tell her that you love her, lay a kiss upon her head. She then whispers to you hurriedly as her heart gives a final beat. That is lucky she got stopped by that lost boy in the street. But none of this time ever happened. You never had any of this. When you are busy to looking down, you don't see the chance you miss. So look up from your phones. So don't to this place. We have a finite existence, a set number of days. Don't waste your life getting caught in the net, because when the end comes, nothing worse than regret. I'm guilty too of being part of this machine, this digital world we are heard but not seen, where we type as we talk and read as we chat, where we spend hours together without making eye contact. So don't give in to live where you follow the hype. Give people your love, don't give them your like. Disconnect from the need to be heard and defined. Go out into the world, leave distractions behind. Look up from your phone. Shut down the display, stop watching the video, live life the real way.